Hello guys, this is David with Btekt, and I'm in Paris for the launch event of the Huawei P30 Pro. The P series is their photography focused flagship, building on the amazing P20 series with its revolutionary triple lens camera system. And this time with the P30 Pro, they've taken it up one notch. I just want to say a big thank you to Direct Mobiles for looking after us here at Btekt. Over 24 years of award-winning customer service. Definitely a great place to go if you're looking for a new phone. Check in the video description below and you'll find a link to their deals, or just search directmobiles.co.uk. So rather than having 3 devices like they did last year with the P20 series, this time they've dropped the light version and instead just have the P30 and the P30 Pro. Looks wise, they both look pretty similar and both sport a dewdrop style notch with minimal bezels all round. The P30 comes with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of onboard storage, and the P30 Pro will come with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. Both devices have an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is promised to be a lot more speedy and reliable than the fingerprint scanner that we saw in the Mate 20 series. P30 will have a 3650 mAh battery, while the P30 Pro will have a 4200 mAh battery. The P30 has a triple Leica camera system, 40 megapixel main, 16 megapixel ultra wide angle and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens. But this is not the same 40 megapixel sensor that was in previous generation handsets. Huawei are calling it a super spectrum sensor, which rather than using red, green and blue pixels to construct an image, this sensor now uses red, yellow and blue pixels. This is a brand new sensor from Huawei, built from the ground up, and they say it gives the P30 series much better color reproduction as well as much better sensitivity to light. The sensitivity to light definitely seems to be true. This sensor's maximum ISO is an incredible 409,600. Now, although the P30 and the P30 Pro share this sensor, the camera setups are actually significantly different. The P30 Pro's new Leica quad camera system consists of that 40 megapixel super spectrum sensor with optical image stabilization and an f1.6 lens. This is backed up by a 20 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with an f2.2 aperture, and 2 pretty clever bits of tech make up the other 2 cameras. If you look very closely at the lower lens on the P30 Pro, you'll notice that it's square, and this is because it's a periscope style zoom lens. Inside there's a 5 lens prism that reflects the light horizontally across the device to a camera sensor which is mounted at 90 degrees in relation to the motherboard. The extra distance between the camera lens and the camera sensor allow for a 5 times optical zoom. There is also a 10 times hybrid zoom, which is a cross between optical and digital, but if you go all digital, then the P30 Pro will zoom up to an amazing 50 times. And just to the right of the main camera array, there is a very small lens, which is actually a time of flight sensor. This camera is there to accurately gauge the distances between the camera itself and the objects around it. This is very useful for portrait mode, as it will be able to accurately give a smooth graduation between the in-focus parts of the image and the blurry parts, as well as helping with blurring out the background for portrait shots. This sensor is also very useful for augmented reality apps. Huawei quickly showed off AI Measure, which allows you to quickly and accurately measure objects in 3 dimensions just by pointing the camera at them. As well as improvements to the night mode, Huawei have also added Super Portrait mode, which works in a very similar way, but is meant for use with portrait photography, taking multiple exposures and then combining all that data to give you the best possible shot. Selfies are now handled by a new 32 megapixel sensor, which I am keen to try out because I've never really loved Huawei selfie cameras, so I'm hoping that this one is going to be a little bit better. 5 new color options are available. We have Pearl White, Breathing Crystal, Crystal Black, Amber Sunset and Aurora. The P30 Pro has a 6.5-inch curved OLED display with 1080 by 2340 resolution. 40-watt supercharging is available on the P30 Pro, as well as 15-watt wireless quick charging and reverse wireless charging. I remember 1 year ago when I picked up the P20 Pro being totally amazed by its photographic capabilities, so I'm definitely going to have some fun with the P30 Pro. This was just a quick one, guys. I've got more videos about the P30 series on the way, so make sure you're subbed to Btekt so you don't miss out. I'm David, and this is Btekt.